About to get started here and towing the slab, Tyler Glasnow.
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all four of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with three if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the second and third time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff into this one.
Glasnow ready and deals. Ball. And now 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers. And that drops in for a strike.
With Glasnow pitching today, I think about how intimidating it must be to face this guy. He's not just a tall pitcher. He's a 6'8" flamethrower, and that's not a comfortable experience for any lineup.
That's a ball.
Ball one there.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
One out, base is empty. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Down the line, Pajes on the move towards foul ground. Won't get to this one. It drops foul.
2-2 the count.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Jake Burger. Betts sends it to first. Rangers go down. Back here in L.A., today's starting pitcher, Shane McClanahan. What do we have on him?
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back.
Oh, diving stop. Throws from his knees.
Got him.
Nicely done for the out. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Gets the slider in there for a strike.
You can never say enough about Ohtani. In 2023, he became the first player in AL/NL history
Outside, that's a ball.
to hit 40-plus home runs and record more than 10 wins in a season.
That's
Ball,
outside,
that's outside.
and it's 2-1.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Chop back up the middle, and that one handled. Throws to first. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Kike Hernandez. Foul ball there. And a swing and a miss there.
This guy's not wasting
No
any
balls, 2
pitches.
strikes.
Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe
Ball,
down in the
that's
dirt.
inside.
Inside. Now 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Back here at Dodger Stadium, here comes Corey Seager. Glasnow back to work. Makes a sliding stop. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Here's Josh Young. First pitch just misses. Glasnow in his 8th season, 31 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2011. Nabs it, 2 away now. 2 down, bases empty. Jonah Heim stepping in for the Rangers. Fought off foul. And a foul ball. 2 outs, bases empty. And that skips in the dirt.
2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And that's back here at Dodger Stadium, home of the World Series champs. Last year was a good one for the Dodger faithful, Singy. L.A. winning their 2nd title in the last 5 years.
Yeah, what a year, Boog. And that makes it 8 championships in franchise history. Tremendous job all around. They won the Shohei sweepstakes, led baseball in attendance, had the best record in the league, and finished it off with the World Series.
Next offering is in for a strike. Last season for the Dodgers was all about Shohei, but the World Series belonged to Freddie.
Nobody better in baseball to deliver those types of moments than Freddie Freeman. He made memories that are going to cover generations.
And now the real challenge for the Dodgers, finding a way to match what they did a year ago. Miguel Rojas at the plate, and the slider just misses. And another ball.
Outside.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one fouled off. 2nd inning here, no score. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Missed inside with the curve. Slides, but it gets by him.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Tommy Edman, the next to hit, takes outside. Just missed.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
That misses the zone. 3-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Back-to-back singles. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
Freddie Freeman in the box now. Takes strike 1. And that one is downstairs. Ball 1.
1-1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
That's a ball.
Just misses there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And a breaking ball misses outside. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Will Smith to the plate. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
0-1. 2. No balls, 2 strikes.
Got him. He's notched 4. New inning getting started. Now it's the DH, Jock Peterson. Peterson just got a piece of it. That misses, and the count is 1-1. And
Two
there's a
balls,
ball.
2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Next up for Texas, Adolis Garcia. And that is out of play. Ripped on a line. 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Had some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
Swing and a miss. Set for the bottom of the third. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages. Strike one. What a stop. Over to first. Got him.
Oh.
Nice play. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Here's Betts. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Betts can claim something not many players can. He's won the World Series playing in the National League and the American League.
0-2 is the count.
Turns and fires to Betts. That's a little bit low.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
And Mookie takes. Here comes a pitch. Just misses. And that's ball 3. That one lifted to left. Garcia snags it for the second out. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Late on that fastball.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
In the dirt. Heim gets it to first, and they get Ohtani. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Here's Trout. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. Betts whips it to first. 1 up, 1 down. Now the number 2 hitter, Wyatt Langford. And there's a foul ball. Has room, and he makes the catch. Jake Burger, the next to hit. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that extends the inning.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Seager takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Fouled off to the right.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. This one could be trouble. Burger coming home. He's in there.
Well done. Drives in the run. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy. Didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep. Took the barrel right to it and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
In the dirt. And 1-1. Seager stands at second with 2 gone. Hernandez over to first in time. Bottom 4, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Enrique Hernandez. Strike 1 to Kike Hernandez. Hernandez, versatile player, can play all over the infield and the outfield. Late on that fastball.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Hernandez at the plate for the second time as he takes ball 1. And now it's even up.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
And that misses. 2 balls and a strike. That one missing inside.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Strike 2.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Boots it. Still finds a way to get off a throw. And they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Hit on the ground to short. Tosses to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. And here's the catcher, Jonah Heim. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. And a base hit up the middle. And a good start to the inning.
All over that one right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Next offering is in for a strike. Hernandez pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 1 away. Now it's going to be Adolis Garcia. 0 for 1 so far. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Hard hit left side. Over to second for 1. On to Freeman. Double play. Inning over. Bottom of the inning. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Tommy Edman. McClanahan back to work. That one is absolutely belted. Hits the fence. Around first. Digging for 2. Safe at second with nobody out, and he represents the tying run.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Good pitch hard and inside, but he showed off some quick hands, got the barrel to it, and was able to yank it into the outfield.
Freeman in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Line drive, caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Smith stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. And another ball.
I feel with the way that Will Smith is able to handle the bat, control the bat head.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Onto the track. And he makes the catch. So digging in, Andy Pajes. Grounded out to short in his first trip. On the corner for a strike. It's 0-1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Just missed.
Outside.
And that one is
Inside.
inside.
Ball 2.
Fastball for a strike.
Counts full.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. 2 outs. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up. Back here in L.A., here's the second baseman, Gabriel Arias. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Rojas with the throw to first. Now one gone in the top of the 6th. So the Rangers batting order turns over. Here's Mike Trout. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Here's the center fielder, Wyatt Langford. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Ball 1.
And that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Throws across the diamond, and Betts is gone. Shohei Ohtani digs in now. Slider right there. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. Here's Kike Hernandez. Bowl for 2. Who in this one? Swung on, belted. That one is back. Out of here. A gigantic blast. And we're level. It's 1-1. And that one hammered Langford. Ranging back. Hauls it in on the warning track. Back here at Dodger Stadium, here's the shortstop at the plate, Corey Seager. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it.
Into the dive, and he got it. Josh Young will hit next. That one
Ball.
missed.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
They got it for out number 2. And now the catcher comes up to him. Jonah Heim. That's
Ball.
down and in. A slider missed.
Counts 1-0.
Pitch
Ball
misses. And now 2-0.
2 balls.
2 down,
no
nobody
strike.
on. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
What do you
Started
got?
after the 2-0, down appeal to third. Yes, he did. That's a swing. And puts the squeeze on that one. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the last half of the 7th. And the batter will be the shortstop, Miguel Rojas. On the ground. And foul ball. To the right side. Into the outfield. Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Tommy Edman at the plate. Sean Armstrong gets the call from the pen. That one finds the zone. 0-1. And
Ball, that's
misses
off the plate.
inside. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out.
Nope.
And it is
That's
2-1.
inside.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
2-2 the count. 3-2.
In the dirt, but kept close. Runner holds, and it's a full count. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. With the go-ahead run at first, here the bottom of the 7th. Got him looking. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Freeman in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to.
Arias. Acrobatic throw for 1, and that's 2. Back here at Chavez Ravine. We go to the 8th. Now here's the Rangers DH, Jock Peterson. Tap foul at the plate. Reaching down and makes the grab.
Good piece of hitting right there. Nice hard line drive. To the outfield, you're trying to get on base, represent that go-ahead run. Can't hang your head on that at all.
Garcia in the box now. Takes strike 1. All tied up, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that one is lifted in the air. Pages makes his way towards it. Drops into the glove. 2 down. Gabriel Arias stepping in for the Rangers. The other way. And foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And that's a foul ball. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Bottom of the 8th. And here is Will Smith. Armstrong back to work. Swing and a high fly ball. Well struck. That's back there. And it's gone. He circles the bases. It's 2-1. Swinging a foul straight back. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
One ball.
Oh, you just got to
2
delete
strikes.
it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to
That's
work.
ball 2.
Focus on this next batter.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Betts now in the box. Comes up empty with a
0-1's
swing
the count.
there. Foul ball. Just
Nope.
off the outside edge. And the count 1-2. And that's
Ball,
outside.
that's out.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Swings through that one. 0-1. Garcia,
0-1.
28 years old. And they went out and made a trade for him
Ball,
last
inside.
season. That's off the inside corner, and it's 1-1. And that
Nope,
one
that's off the
just
plate.
missed
Ball
off
2.
the outside edge. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
Going to really need to
2
hang
balls,
in
2
there with
strikes.
that front side against this left-handed.
3.
Well, looked at the back here in L.A. Now it's the right fielder, Mike Trout. That one in there across the letters.
0-1's the count.
Carrying well. Makes the catch up against the wall. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism is shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with.
0-1.
They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases.
And fouled off. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And now one out remaining for Texas. And now the first baseman, Jake Burger. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
This guy's got such a
0-1's the
good
count.
sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers